Hey guys, it's me. It is now 2:30 p.m. here in Connecticut, and I am just waking up. I haven't had my coffee yet. Actually, I got up about an hour ago, but it takes me a while to wake up. I wanted to do a what I've been melting video. I wish I was one of those people that could do them every single week, but unfortunately, I can't because, I just don't. I shouldn't say I don't melt that much because I do. But with a lot of vendor testing, I have to keep the rooms kind of, excuse me, I have like a, I don't know, hoarseness in my throat today. I have to keep the rooms kind of clear, so there's only like certain times of the day or whatever in certain rooms that I can melt, and I don't know, whatever. So mine are not as big as most, but that's probably a good thing because my videos, as you guys know, tend to be quite long. So, anyway, for this week, oh, happy Columbus Day, everybody. So, I have the, my son has the day off today, and I thought we were going to spend time together, and he just went to a friend's house, so I guess I'm out of luck. I don't know. I was kind of looking forward to spending some time, but maybe watching a movie or something, but I guess that's not happening. So, the first one that I have up here, and I hope I have all the containers, is Haunted Hayride by Sensationals. This is like one of my all-time favorite Sensational scents. I love it. I have not been, actually I shouldn't say that. I was in Walmart the other day getting new, it's because I haven't been into Walmart. I was in Walmart the other day getting more towers for storage, and because it's getting out of control. And I glanced at the candle aisle, but I didn't go down there because we were there for like specific things. And it wasn't payday, so I didn't pick anything up. So that's like was a first. Excuse me. But I absolutely love this scent. To me, this is like a manly musky scent. I just love it. It's awesome. On cold, this is like a medium. It's like more like a medium to strong. On cold, I mean, I can smell it here. It's amazing. Like once I'm out of these, I may, well, I will certainly be haunting everybody for more. Get it? Haunted Hayride. But I will just keep one of these just to smell it. I love it. So, I melted this in my 18 watt and my 24 watt, and this was in open floor plan, which when I say open floor plan, guys, just so you know, I know I state this in some of my other videos, so but for people who have not seen my videos before, it's only 600 square feet, and the only like high section to it would be my near the front door. That's where my son's loft is. So that goes up, you know, higher. But the rest of it is just a regular condo. You know, it's really small. It's total 800 square feet. So 600 square feet is not really like a lot of room for a scent to fill. So I don't know why some just don't do good. I just consider them duds, so that's why I call them my do's and duds. But this was definitely a do. I put a star next to it. I love this scent. I've always loved this scent. It's, like I said, it's musky. It's described as a ghoul's romantic musk, and it really is to me. It reminds me of a man's cologne, but it's not like super perfumey. I just really enjoy this scent. So on cold, it was like a medium to strong. On warm, it's really strong on warm, guys. Just to most of the Sensationals that I've melted, I haven't melted, like I said, a whole lot. I have a ton, but I haven't melted a whole lot. Are really strong. So I learned the hard way with my last melting video. I did an chocolate orange mousse or something like that, and I used the whole clamshell. I put 3 in my 18 watt warmer and 3 in my 14 watt LED warmer in the bedroom, which is only like 170 square feet. It's kind of a small bedroom. It's like an average, I don't know, I don't know. Depending on where you live, I say it's kind of small because my whole place is kind of small. But you know, some people have these huge, ginormous bedrooms. I don't. I would say average size. In all the places that I've lived, it's about an average size bedroom. But this was in my open floor plan. It filled the whole open floor plan. Absolutely. I mean, I could walk down the hallway into the bathroom, walk to the door. I mean, it was amazing. And I love super strong scents. I really do. Especially in the living area. When you put them in the bedroom, sometimes, like I said, with the orange chiffon chocolate mousse, I made that mistake. It was too overpowering, and it like actually kind of made me sick. I had to leave the room. I had to turn the warmers off and leave the room in the middle of the night because it was just, whoa, way too much. So I melted this from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. So this went for like 12 hours straight. And it was just absolutely amazing. So this Haunted Hayride by Sensationals is a definite do. And if anybody has any more, please let me know. I will purchase them from you. I've stated that before. I don't know if I got any offers last time or any takers on that offer, but I will definitely buy it from you. Next, I don't have the wrapper to this one, but I melted Orchid Candles, Socal for Men. It was 2 scallops in, they sell the scallops kind of in these bigger bags. And it was 2 1-ounce scallops, and I had those bulb warmers that you plug into the wall in the bathroom, and they just, I have no luck with bulb warmers whatsoever. I'm thinking of getting, I have a really cute Scentsy, the owl, the hoot owl. Oh my god, he's so cute, where he's white and then he glows like this amber kind of color. He's so cute. I'm thinking of selling it though, just because I just don't have any luck. I've had to up all my bulb warmers to, if they're 15 watts, I up them to 25. If they're 25 watts, I up them to 40, and I just don't really have much luck with them at all. I don't know. But I do have Better Homes and Gardens one too that's red. It's got the word love on it. It's really, really pretty. I may be getting rid of that one also. I don't know. I'm not really using them. I'm not having that much luck with them. But whatever. So I moved a 24-watt hot plate into my bathroom. And my bathroom's tiny. My bathroom might be, like it's tiny. I don't know. I want to say like a 5 by 10 maybe or so. I don't know. It's really small. So I melted my Orchid Lake Socal for Men. On cold, it was light. This was 2 1-ounce scallops, so a total of 2 ounces. And on warm, it was light. I could barely smell it. And you know what I'm finding? I really like the Socal for Men. I've had it from other vendors, but it's a really, really light scent. And I'm really surprised because it's a men's cologne scent. So, I don't know. And like I said, this was 24 watt. This was in my bathroom, which was super tiny, and I could barely smell it. So this was a definite dud. Orchid Lake Candles. I have not had good luck at all with OLC, Orchid Lake Candles. I just haven't. I don't think they're a vendor I will ever purchase from. I may purchase them in D-stashes, but I just have had no luck whatsoever with them. Anything I've ever melted, it's always a dud. The next one was, where is it? Candles by Victoria, Blackberry Sage. And I am in love with Candles by Victoria. She's like one of my first non-vendor waxes that I've ever, or non-like commercial waxes or whatever that I've ever, that I started with. And I really love her stuff. I just love it to death. I love the whole family. The whole Van family is awesome. I want them to adopt me. I just love her stuff. On cold, this is a nice medium. Oh my god, it smells so good, you guys. And on warm, it was super strong. And I did, like I said, 24 watts, because her wax tends to be harder. her candle wax, and her candles are super, super soft. Like, you can scoop them, which is super cool, because I've been buying in D-Stashes the candles, now that I know that you can scoop them, and plopping them in my warmer, which is amazing. But her scent shots and like her chunk melts, her little squares, they're super duper duper hard. Excuse me. I apologize, guys. God, I don't know what's going on here. But a lot of people cut Candles by Victoria. They cut them into quarters, halves. You know, they find that's all they need. It's probably, you know, not a bad idea. I might try that with some scent, with some of the scents that I have of hers that I don't know if they're for me. I might cut them in half and see what happens. But this was super strong. This was in my living room. Again, 600 square feet, not that huge. And I put a star next to it. I just loved this scent. I love Blackberry, and you could definitely smell the sage. I love sage, especially when you could smell it and it's nice and herbally, and oh my god. I just love it. It's the earthy girl in me. I love earthy scents. So it was from midnight to 2:30 a.m. Yes, I know. I'm a total night owl. You guys should know that by now. Which was 2.5 hours. It was super strong. Filled the whole house. Amazing. Loved it. Day 2, so I turned it off, turned it back on. Day 2, it was medium. But it was a nice medium. It was like, you know, it was almost a medium to strong. The first day it was like super duper strong, first night. And day 3, this went 3 days. It probably could have gone more than 3 days. It was a nice light to medium. So I probably could have done day 4 too, where the light is just kind of like, you know, you're catching whiffs of it here and there, but you know, I didn't go for 4 days, but I probably could have. Or if I had moved it into a smaller room, like if I had put it in the bedroom at that point, I'm sure it probably would have, you know, filled that room. But this was a definite do. Blackberry Sage, Candles by Victoria. I like Blackberry Sage anyway, but a lot of times, from any vendor, but a lot of times you get a lot of the blackberry, it's very sweet, and it's not as sagey. This was perfect. This was the perfect blend of both. I really, really enjoyed that one. I'm sorry, guys. I know clearing my throat is like so annoying, but as you can hear, I don't know what's going on. I hope I'm not getting sick. So the next one that I melted was Candles by Victoria Love Spell, and this was, I melted this in the bedroom, which again I said is only 170 square feet at the most. I melted it in my 18 watt and my 20 watt blade warmer. And this I had a star next to too. I actually cut this in halves, so half of it, so this is a 2-ounce end shot, so there was an ounce in the 18 watt, I'm sorry, the 14 watt, I don't know why I wrote 18 on there, my 14 watt LED, and an ounce in the 20 watt glade warmer. And on cold, I love Spell. Like, I was never like really a fan before, and I don't know why. Like, I just didn't, everyone's like Love Spell, and I just kind of passed it over. And I don't know why. Like, I was kind of like, oh yeah, whatever, Love Spell. I don't know if it's because I heard so much about it that I was just kind of like not interested. But Love Spell is such an awesome berry. It's like a kind of like a floral berry, almost like a sweet mix. It's a perfume dupe, but it doesn't smell perfumey. It's really, really nice. I have to pick up some of this. It's a Victoria's Secret dupe, so I'll have to pick some up and just try the like, you know, the body splash or body spray or whatever. And on warm, again, it was super strong. And this was cutting this in half, although both halves were in the bedroom. So, but I did half and half. This went for about 10 hours. And after about 10 hours, it dropped to a nice medium. It went from super strong to a nice medium. So this stayed through for about 3 days also in my bedroom. Actually, it might have been like more like 4 days. I really liked it. And the boyfriend actually really liked this one too. Even though it's girly, he really did like it. Because it's not like perfumey, even though it's I don't know, whatever. Even though it's after a perfume, you know, it's a perfume dupe, but it wasn't really perfumey. It was really, really nice. So I love her Love Spell. And, you know, the funny thing is people say, like, they cannot get Candles by Victoria, like the scent shots or the cubes to melt in anything but a 24-watt warmer. And sometimes even in the 24-watt warmers, especially the cubes, they say they can't get those to melt. Like, I don't understand it, to be honest with you, because like I said, mine melted in a 14-watt LED and the 20-watt Glade warmer. Like, no issues whatsoever. I mean, did it maybe take a little longer to melt? Probably, yeah. I mean, I wasn't actually in there when I first started melting it, but I've always had her stuff melt, so I don't really quite understand. You know, maybe their warmers are going on the fritz or something. I don't know, but anyway. Next was, let me see if I can find this one. Okay, next was Closet Full of Wax, Ocean, and this was in my 24-watt in the bathroom. You know, I just made a new order for Michelle. Michelle Holt is the owner. She's really sweet. I just placed an order. She has new wax. This is all her old wax that I have. And there were some that I had melted ages ago that, like, just I was not impressed at all. So I was really hesitant on making another order. But then I melted this and I was like, oh, it's okay. And this is the old wax. So I said, you know what? I'll give the new wax a try. You know, I'm hoping new wax is better, right? So I called this was light. And in here, it smells light, too. So this was, again, 24-watt in my bathroom, guys. Like I said, super duper tiny. It was like a marine, like cross between like an oceany, marine, watery green scent. It's really a nice scent. I really like this a lot. And unfortunately, on warm it was light to medium, but that was in a really small bathroom. So I put a question mark because I have a feeling that in any larger room than my tiny bathroom, this would not have thrown well at all. So unfortunately, I don't know if you guys want to call that a do or a dud. To me, I kind of call it a dud, but I put a question mark just because it was good for my bathroom and it was a really nice smell. I really liked it. It worked really well in the bathroom smell-wise. It was a really, you know, nice scent for the bathroom. But I don't know. So it was kind of that was a question mark. I put a question mark when, like I said, I liked the scent. It performed decently in the bathroom, you know, my little tiny bathroom. But like I said, normally I would have called this a dud, only because I feel you should be able to put a scent. I understand that some are lighter than others, but because my condo is so small, 600 square feet really isn't a lot. So, and yes, it's an open floor plan, but still, all the rooms are tiny. Like, so, and I do put my son's ceiling fan on, so that, you know, the scent will get pushed back down and will not, like, just go up into his room. So that's not an issue either. And I'm not the only one smelling these either. So, you know, everyone who walks in the house, I have a lot of, you know, guests and company and stuff like that. They, you know, they tell me too, because I'm always saying like, oh, did that smell? What does it smell like? You know what I mean? Was it strong? Was it, you know, I quiz them. Like, they're like, what? I just want to go to the bathroom. What's your problem? So normally, like I said, I would consider this a dud. But because it did perform pretty decent in my bathroom, it was only for one day. It only lasted one day, but it was nice. So I put a question mark next to that one. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a do or a dud. I don't know. Next was another question mark. This was a new vendor to me. This was by Waxworks, Waxy Whims, Waxworks Candles. And this was an apple brandy. Again, I put this, because it was an apple scent, and I don't think I like apple scents, I put this in the bathroom, which is kind of weird for the bathroom, but I figured apple's kind of like a cleaner fruit scent, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but it's kind of like a crisper, cleaner fruit scent. So anyway, I put it in the bathroom. Again, really tiny. This was a whole bag of discs. So I put the whole bag in. I don't know if this, I think it equaled 2 ounces. Yeah. I don't like this. And I put, it was a good melt. I just didn't like the scent. I didn't, my boyfriend didn't, he said it smelled like petroleum. Like he didn't like it at all. He's like, it smells like petroleum, which I'm thinking he's saying, meaning it's gas, because he's from Croatia. So a lot of times he says stuff and I'm like, what are you talking about? You know? And then I'll realize that, oh, that means something else. You know, like what, some words that mean certain things here in the States don't, in Europe, mean different things, as we, you know, we're very familiar with that, like in England and stuff like that. But in Croatia, that's also the case. I'm trying to think, what was it? Oh, I know what it was. His mother at one point had sent home some stuffed peppers. Well, was going to send over some stuffed peppers. This was before he started living with me. And he kept calling them stuffed papers, right? Like, do you want some papers? And I'm like, I don't know what papers are. Like, we're, you know, messaging each other back and forth. I'm like, I don't understand what are papers. He goes, you know, papers, they're like stuffed with, you know, it's stuffed with like meat and, you know, whatever. And I'm just going, no. And, you know, and I liked his mom's cooking. So I'm kind of like, it was weird. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm all good with stuffed papers. Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? So then after I was talking to him, he was like, he goes, you've had them before. And I'm like, I've had stuffed papers. Like, I'm thinking stuffed peppers, but I don't want to assume because I'm going, I don't know what it is. It was stuffed peppers. So I was like, papers, this is papers in America. This is papers. You know what I mean? Peppers is the, you know, the vegetable. But in Croatia, it's papers. It's just, anyway, it's funny. So that happens to us a lot. It's kind of amusing. I like it. So this one, like I said, I put a question mark next to it because it performed really well. I hated the scent. Could not stand the scent. So for all intents and purposes, this was good. I don't know. On day 1, I melted it for 4 hours, and it was strong. It was, you know, it was pretty strong. On day 2, it went for 8 hours. Because I put on cold, it was medium, like a medium. It was like an apple kind of spicy scent. And I don't like apple. I don't like spice. So I kind of knew I wasn't going to like this one, but everyone's like, oh, melt apple. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. Well, I did, and I don't like apple. I have a couple other apples that are just plain apple that I may melt just to make sure that I don't like apple. But on warm, this was strong. And I put on here, I just don't like apple. But this went for about 2 days. So it was a real, the melt wise, performance wise, it was really good. Again, I think this would have performed decently outside of my bathroom. I think it would have been more of like a medium scent, which, you know, people like medium scents. That's fine. Like I said, I prefer strong scents and then have them just gradually kind of, you know, dissipate to medium to light, whatever. But, you know, this probably would have performed okay in my larger room. So I will be doing more of her stuff. I don't have a whole lot, but I will be doing more of her stuff. Waxworks. And I will post the information below. I know my last couple, what I've been melting, I have not posted the information below for the vendors, and I apologize for that. I don't know, sometimes life gets hectic and people walk in and whatever. But, so like I said, I put a question mark just because I didn't really like the scent. But performance-wise, it was good. Next was Picks, Petals, and Scents. Now, I don't have a whole lot from Marcy. She's the owner of Picks, Petals, and Scents. But this was one little, like, cube. This thing was tiny. No, 2 little cubes. I apologize. 2 little cubes. So it would equal, like, kind of like one big cube, like the size of the bag, maybe, or just a little smaller than the bag. This I melted in my 18-watt warmer. This was orange Danish with Starbucks coffee. And this, I threw it in my 18-watt warmer, and I said to myself, this is too small. Like, this is not going to throw at all. Well, was I wrong? Like, I was so wrong. And I know Picks, Petals, and Scents now is something that I'm going to have to pick more of, because this thing was the bomb. This was amazing. And what was funny is on cold, it was light. I could smell the orange in here, not the coffee so much. But on cold, it was light. I did this in my living room, just in my 18-watt warmer. On warm, it was medium, and it filled the house. That was so cool. When you get a medium that fills the house, it was just so nice. And this scent, the coffee came out amazing. I mean, this scent was just the bomb. I loved it. So on day one, from 9, I melted it from 9 to 2:30 in the morning. I mean, 9 p.m. to 2:30 in the morning. Not like it matters, whatever. I melted it for 5.5 hours, and it was a medium. And like I said, it filled the house. It was awesome. Day 2, from 12 to 6 for 6 hours, it was light. So it went from medium. That's what the only thing I hate is, like, I want to be able to pick up where I left off. And what I find is with most vendors is that you can't. I don't know if it's a chemical compound in the wax or whatever, but like once you melt it, once you heat it and you turn it off and let it cool and solidify again and turn it back on, you never get the same result the second time, which kind of stinks. Like, you know, like if something's going super strong and you turn it off, right? You would think that you could go back to it and turn it back on and go super strong, and it doesn't. It just never works that way. For me, anyway, it doesn't. It never works that way. So day 2, I melted it 6 hours, and it was light, but it was an amazing scent, one of my favorites, and like I said, filled the house. I put a star next to it. I just thought it was really, really good. I mean, and for the amount of wax that was in there, I believe it was only an ounce, and it was amazing. I just really didn't think it was going to do as good as it did. Because I get nervous with just like 1 ounce of anything in my warmers, because I just don't think that they're going to really throw, and this thing really surprised me. I loved it. So that was a definite do. Next was, I only have a couple more, guys. Like I said, I don't have that many. Okay. Was Heavenly Apothecary and in Bear Claws. Now, this I melted in my bedroom. Again, 170 square feet, 14 watt and 20 watt. And on cold, I could smell the cinnamon in there, but it wasn't like super duper strong. So I was like, you know, okay, like I could probably melt this. So on cold, it was a nice medium. On warm, it was medium to strong. Again, this was in my bedroom. So, I melted it from 11 p.m. to 6 p.m., but I put a day and a half. This went for like a day and a half in my bedroom. I did determine that it was too cinnamony for me. So, it wasn't really something that I could really do that well. I mean, for the most part, when it was warm, when it was melting, when it was like this, the medium to strong, I wasn't in the bedroom because I keep such late hours. I started it earlier, but I determined, like when I went to bed, it was bearable for me because normally I can't do cinnamon. Well, I can't do strong cinnamons. It was bearable, but it was still too cinnamony for me. I didn't really like the scent. Heavenly Apothecary. Will I ever order from them again? I don't know, to be honest with you. There's a lot of crazy going on. A lot of bad customer service. You know, she tends to not, like, get back to her customers and stuff like that. Like, you know, you have a question or whatever, or, hey, where's my order? She doesn't answer. If God forbid you put anything on her page, which is labeled Heavenly Apothecary. That's the name of the page, but she calls that her personal fan page. I don't know. And I know, you know, you HLA lovers are going to like bash me over this, and that's fine. But this is my personal opinion. If I put Christine's Wax Talk, right, whatever, like that's kind of a page for Wax Talk, whatever. If you like it, you don't like it, whatever. Like, or whatever. Say I was a celebrity, right? And I put, you know, whatever, Lady Gaga. Like, that's not my personal page for my friends and family. You know what I'm saying? That's a business page. That's your persona page, whatever. That's her vendor page. I'm sorry. There's no two ways about it. If you don't want it to be your vendor page, make up a name. Even if you don't want to like put your real name on there, make up a name and have that be your, personal page. But don't name your personal whatever or fan page. I don't know. It's weird. Don't name it the name of your business, because people are just going to assume that that's your Facebook page. That's your business Facebook page. And you're also posting business related stuff on there. So you get to pick and choose what you can put on there, but then if other people have questions and you put it on there, you take them off if you don't like them and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's crazy. Whatever. So will I purchase from her? Probably not. Probably not. This is stuff I got in B-stashes. And it's sad too, because her stuff seems to be pretty decent. It's not the best that I've had. It doesn't last super duper long. Like I said, a day and a half, but that was in my small bedroom. I did melt before, I think it was Circus Concession in this area, and it was nice for about 4 to 5 hours. And then it dropped down. And again, that's an okay melt to me. It's not great, but it's not lovely. I mean, she's definitely somebody that I would want to try again, but I do have a little pan. I do have some more from her, so you'll hear more on that later, but whatever. This one, like I said, this one was for the small room that it was in. Like I said, on warm it was medium to strong. It did throw for a day and a half in my bedroom. I don't know how it would have performed out here, but it was just too cinnamon for me. So again, here we go with, okay, the scent itself, not for me. The performance-wise, decent. So, I'm going to go on performance-wise and I'm going to have to call this, a do. For all you guys watching, you know what I mean? Just so you know. I mean, if you love cinnamon, then this is a definite do for you. For me, it was, like I said, again, a question mark. Performance, great. Scent-wise, not so much. Next was Tiffany Candles. And I melted this in my 24-watt in my bathroom. Now, I had to tell you guys, I have had, like, a love-hate relationship with Tiffany's. I don't know why. For some reason, out here in this area, I cannot get her scent shots or her wax. I haven't tried her scoopables yet. I do have 1 or 2 of them, but I can't get her wax to throw. I don't know what the issue is. But in the bathroom, this was light to medium on cold, and just smelling it now, I loved this scent. And it says mint on it, you guys. So Chris liking a mint scent. But it's mostly rosemary, and it's that nice herbal, awesome rosemary. Like, I love herbal scents in the sense of not if they're going to smell fake herbal, but like if, you had dried rosemary hanging somewhere and you just sniff it. This is what it would smell like. It's awesome. And this had just a really slight mint tone. It was not too minty at all. I loved this. On warm, it was strong in my bathroom, and I really, really liked it. It was a nice scent for the bathroom. This it smelled for about 6 plus hours, which is decent. That's good. Again, it was in my tiny bathroom. I put herbal rosemary and with a tiny bit of mint. Nice. Like, I really enjoyed this scent. I really did. I don't know, again, how it would have performed. I'm thinking, because it was strong in my bathroom, which is so tiny, out here it probably would have been like a nice medium scent. I'm just guessing because I don't really know. But I did like this. So this one was a yes by Tiffany's. And I was happy about that because, like I said, I have some and I don't know, for some reason, I haven't had really good luck with them. Oh, this one I already did. Okay, next is, this is a brand new vendor, you guys. And first of all, I just have to say, his customer service is amazing. This is Cardinal Candles. And John is the owner. John Cardinal. And he is so sweet. He is just such a sweet kid. And the customer service is just absolutely, absolutely amazing. I just purchased 2 loaves from him. So they should be coming. He's doing a round robin, which is, it's closed now. You can't like get in on it, but he's doing a round robin that I'm involved in. I'm really excited. I melted this again in the bedroom. This was 14 watt, and now the cure date was it said 1010, which was, yeah. I melted this before 1010, only a couple days before. I melted this in my bedroom, 14 watt and 20 watt, and I love this scent. And what's funny is this is described as crisp leaves, cool, clean air, and open fields. You know what this smelled like to me? Is like a citrusy, woodsy smell. Like a citrus woodsy. I really love this scent. So I did purchase a loaf in this. I was like, okay, I need a loaf of Harvest Moon and I think it was Bitch and Brew or something like that. So I have a loaf of that coming. On cold, it was strong. I don't smell it so much now. His cellar bags are kind of weird. They're marked, well, made in China. But I thought they were marked, I don't know, some restaurant stuff. He said all his stuff is food grade, but this just seems like a plastic bag to me. Hold on. Greenbrier International. If anybody knows, let me know. Because, I mean, it crinkles like cello, but it's very, very thin. I don't know. It's weird. It's really, really super duper weird. So some of the stuff that I have from him, I'm not 100% sure that it's in the right bags. I mean, I know people say, well, if it crinkles, it's cello, but I don't know. You guys know me. I get weird about my packaging. I don't want any of my wax to be ruined. Love this scent, though. Harvest Moon. Oh, my God, you guys. It's awesome. So on cold, it was strong. On warm, it was medium. But honestly, because like I said, this was like a, this was a good size, kind of round, chunky kind of thing. It dropped to a medium. And it was in my bedroom, and it only threw for about 3 hours. So I probably should have let it cure longer, even though he says his cure is 10-10. And I only melted a few days before that. I like to cure my stuff for a month. You know what I mean? So I really should have gone, you know, at least 2 weeks past his cure date. So all his other stuff I'm going to let cure longer. Because in my small bedroom, for it to only last about 3 hours, it was kind of disappointing to me. So I love the scent. Performance-wise, I don't know. Maybe it's because I cut it in half, you know, into 2 different warmers, but it was a really big chunk. So I think I weighed it. It was like about, I think it was about 3 ounces. So cutting in half, you still have 1.5 ounces in each warmer. But anyway, so like I said, I don't really know if this is a do or a dud. I'm going to have to, like I said, it's a do as far as fragrance-wise. Loved it. 3 hours, to me, especially in a very small room, is not a good performance-wise. So we'll have to see. Like I said, I'm definitely giving him another chance, and I have loaves coming. So, you know, I'm just going to definitely let him cure longer. The next one is Molten Melts. And I melted this in 18 watt in my living room, which I normally do. And this is pumpkin cream cheese brulee, or cheesecake brulee. On cold, it was medium. It was a medium smell. And on warm, it was nothing. But what I have to tell you guys, okay, because normally I love my Molten Melts. I did one, my last What I've Been Melting review. I'm just looking. I look scary. Because I have the sun like coming in from the slider. It's like only like half my face is lit. Anyway, I normally love Molten Melts, but what I also have to say is, and I have contacted, oh God, Ashley about this, is that a lot of her scent shots. These I did get in, well, these I got in a round robin. Some I got in D-Stash and some I got in a round robin. I don't have a big Molten Melts collection. They were in the wrong cups. So, they were in number 6 cups, not number 5 PP. They were in, number 6 PS polystyrene. This one did not throw at all. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And that's really weird because my last What I've Been Melting video, I did a berry brulee and it melted like for like 2 days. Like it was awesome in my living room. So she's got to watch her cups. She's got to make sure she's got the right cups. So I did message her once about it. I think she had said I'll check or something like that, and then I don't know if I heard anything else. I think I messaged her another time. Just be careful with your Molten Melts, guys. If you get scent shots, make sure they're the right cups. If you guys have cups, I do, which I do, I repackage. Repackage as soon as you get it, because this had been sitting. This was not, you know, something that, you know, I even bothered to look at and make sure that it was in the right cup. But then when I did melt it and I got nothing, I looked at the cup and it was the wrong one. And that's why I only have the top of it, because it was in the wrong one. So, because I was melting it, I didn't repackage, obviously, but it was the wrong cup. So you always got to check your cups, make sure they are. And if your vendor is putting them in the wrong cups, let them know, you guys. It's got to be number 5 PP. Has to be number 5 polypropylene. Cannot be number 6. Cannot be number 4. I've stated this so many times, and it amazes me that some vendors still don't get it. And like, these are not vendors that have only been in business, you know, 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I can kind of understand. But for vendors who've been in business for a long time, you should already know this. Like, I don't know. It's weird. And I'm not speaking like specifically of Ashley. I'm just saying, so just anytime you get from any vendor, just make sure you check, because if you get number 6 PS, the plastic's going to stick to your wax melt, your scent shot. You're not going to be able to get it out. You're going to have to cut it out, and then if you cut it out, the bottom's going to be all gooey from the fragrance oil melting through it, and you're going to have to literally like tear the plastic away from the sides. And then is it really safe to melt? You know what I'm saying? Like if the fragrance oil has already eaten away at that plastic and seeped into that wax, well, burning plastic is toxic. So I don't know. I feel like you've kind of got a ruined order there. I don't know. So just make sure as soon as you get your scent shot cups, look at the bottom, make sure they're packaged correctly. And if they're not, either transfer them to a number 5 PP scent shot cup, or you can even throw them in a little cello bag. You know what I mean? And just mark them. Either way, whatever you do, save that wax. Don't let it just go. Don't let it just sit there. And contact the vendor. Because you know what? A lot of times they make mistakes. Sometimes people have number 6s on hand for whatever reason. I don't know why they would, but for whatever reason, and they accidentally put them in the wrong cup. Who knows? You know what I mean? Contact your vendor. Just, you know, in a nice way, of course. And just say, did you know these were in the wrong cups? You know, and this is what happened or whatever. Or, you know. Oh, I have found 9 out of 10 times the vendor is always willing to work with you. So, whatever. Anyway, so this was a definite dud. Absolute dud. And it made me sad because I really do like Molten Melts. The last one that I have, actually, I think I already did this one. So I think that is it. Yes, I did. I stopped on this one. I think I just kept the bag because I love it. So I'm still going to give it a shout out. This is Scent Illusions, and it's in Strawberry Musk. You guys, Scent Illusion fans out there, even if you're not a musk fan, you got to try this. Oh my God. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. I got to get more. I got to get a loaf of this. This is why I kept this. But anyway, that's what my do's and duds for the week. I know it's long. You guys, I tend to, you guys know me already. I tend to rant. And any questions, post them below. And I will post the vendors also in the About section. So, talk to you later, guys.